What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I know, another unboxing, but this one is a game changer. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Katrina. You already know what time it is. It's time for another awesome unboxing, and this one is coming in from We Creat. They just sent me over their brand new auto pass-through feeder. I know, right? And of course they have this brand new infrared laser head, so I'm gonna unbox both of these. If you like what you see, they also sent me an awesome coupon code for you guys down below in the description box. There's 3 different coupon codes, whether you get the pass-through feeder, the actual We Creat engraver, which I've already shown on the channel a few times ago. I'll have the original unboxing link down below as well if you want to see what that laser engraver is, but you'll see it later on in this video once I hook everything up. Fingers crossed I can get everything done smoothly. And of course they sent me a coupon code for the new infrared laser head. So I'm excited because I've always wanted a pass-through feature. This allows you to engrave much longer, much bigger projects. So I'm gonna unbox this, I'm gonna set everything up. So now depending upon how long it takes for me to get everything set up will determine if I do like a first cut today. I'm hoping, because you know I don't like to leave you guys hanging. I don't like to do unboxings without actually showing how it actually works. So I'm gonna try my best. I have some plywood and stuff, so I'm gonna see if I can get something and show you how it actually works as the pass-through. All right, so let's go ahead and set this up. So of course you have the user guide, and I'm just gonna take everything out because I'm pretty sure I won't know what everything is right away. It says keep the packing material, and not really sure what these are, but this is what this is. I'll let you know what everything is later on once I find out. They look like they can be the rollers or the guides that will allow your material to pass through, to feed through, and I'm sure that that's what all of this is. So I will have to assemble everything. I'm gonna take everything out. It's packaged really nicely, as you can see. I know one thing, it looks like a lot of parts that I gotta put together. So we shall see how easy or difficult this is. And this looks like the actual, I guess, like feeder. Let me just take out what I can. Nice and big. So I'm just gonna sit that out. And that's the last part, I believe. Yep. So that's everything that was in the box. So this is the new We Creat auto pass-through feeder that I'll be showing you today. Of course, you can purchase the auto pass-through feeder by itself if you already have the We Creat vision, but if you don't, you can definitely come in here and get a bundle deal. They have the 20-watt rotary conveyor pack, and they also have the 40-watt, which is in gray. Really like this one. Okay, so you can get the rotary attachment, you can get the pass-through, all of that. Price is right up here. So now the good thing about this particular auto pass-through feeder is that it's compatible with 99% of open frame laser engravers on the market. So just in case if you don't have the We Creat vision, it could potentially work with whatever laser engraver you have. So definitely just call them, check and see if it will work with yours, and you can have this awesome laser engraver. So the laser engraver by itself is, I believe, at $4.79, and of course I'll have a coupon code linked down below. So as I scroll down, I'm going to show you how awesome this pass-through engraver is. So as I scroll down, I'm going to show you how large you can engrave using the pass-through feature. You can prolong your creative space, and it says that you can engrave with the max area of 137 inches. Now this is the basic one. There's 2 different sizes. So this is the basic one of 137 inches by almost 15 inches. Or you can get the all-in-one, which cuts a little bit longer and wider. And this one cuts at a little over 145 inches, which is definitely over 10 feet long by 18 inches wide. So if you look at that, you can see how big you can engrave and how big you can cut through. It says effortless mounting and operation, which I'm hoping for once I go ahead and hook and set everything up. As you can see, this is how it's placed. So this is going to allow you to create much longer and bigger projects. So I really can't wait to start using this. Let's go ahead and set everything up. So I took everything out of the packaging to sort everything out, and you want to make sure you hold onto your box, don't throw it away, because if you have to send it back for any reason, it has to be in the original box, otherwise you will void the warranty. Now it looked like a lot of pieces, but the video made it so easy and straightforward to put together. So it comes with this QR code that I'm going to scan. All you have to do is just scan this so that way you can watch the full tutorials to make things a little bit easier. Okay, I'm watching along with the video, and it says to take the right frame and the left frame. So I'm going to place that over here. And then you have to take these two middle pieces, which are the front and the back. You want to make sure this plush side is up with these grooves on the inside. So that's going to go this way because the plush side has to be up and those grooves have to be facing in. Okay, and there's something inside of here, so I'm just going to take this out. Take that out. This is the right, this is the left, this is the front piece, and this is the back piece. So now you want to take these and you want to line it up with the grooves that's under here, and you're going to screw it in. Now, even though this was fairly easy to put together overall, these screws, baby, they gave me a run for my money. They were like really small and you had to screw them into like a half circle, but I got them in eventually. Okay, now that I have that connected, I'm gonna do the same thing to over here on the left side. Kind of hard for me to see, so I just have to maneuver it around just a little bit. These are really small screws and really small holes. So just line it up and screw it in. Okay, so now it says to flip it over. So you're gonna flip it over. And it says to place the pass-through feeder in the front. Gonna take this out. And it says to guide this through. So you're going to guide this through the hole right here, and I'm assuming you're going to bring it through right here. So I'm just going to bring that through like that. And now you have to attach these grooves, line it up. Okay, so now I'm just sliding this through. It's a workout. And now I'm just going to pull this through. Now you just want to line those holes up right here and screw it in. So once you have this attached, you have two options. You can either take the bottom tray of your We Creat and you can put it down here because you don't want to damage whatever surface that you're using when you're engraving. If you don't want to use that, you can use the slats that comes with it, and I'm going to use these. And you just want to slide them in the groove. There's a groove right over here, and you're just going to slide them all the way in, just like that. Now you want to take these, the little metal rods. And these little slots have two different edges. One is a sharp side, one is a flat side. So you want to make sure you're putting them in the grooves with the sharp side facing up. You want to make sure this table is out the way so it doesn't get crushed. Alright, so there's 10 of these conveyor railings, but I'm going to take 4 for right now, and I'm going to attach 2 on each side. There's some grooves under here, and you want to make sure you attach them with the rollers facing up, it says. Got to make sure you get it in that groove. Okay, and then slide it in. Okay, now I'm gonna do the other two on the other side. Slide this down so you can see. So as you can see, this is starting to get really, really long. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing to this side. Slide them in the grooves and slide them over to lock them in. This one is really tight. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna try to make sure I have them lined up like at the same width. Matter of fact, these rollers, I'm assuming that are right here. Try to make sure I have them with that. And that's what it looks like so far. Now it says to actually put the laser on top. So I'm gonna move it over to where it's gonna be, and then I'll do the next step. Okay, so my We Creat is over here. It says to unhook everything. So I'm gonna turn it around. I even have to detach this. So I'm just gonna take everything apart because that's what it says to do. So I'm just gonna speed through this. Okay, that's off. But I still gotta get this out. Okay, it says to take the grids out. Of course, I would have some wood left in there. Take all of this out. Okay, and it says to turn it gently on its side. Gonna add this foam over here for protection. I'll have something to brace it on. Okay, so turn it up. Okay, and it says to make sure all the wires and everything is tucked out of place because you don't want anything to interfere, and all of my wires are secure and already inside. It said if any wires are hanging, just make sure you tie them up and tuck them in because you don't want anything to interfere with the engraving or the pass-through feature. All right, so I'm carefully bringing this over. I'm crazy. I should have done it over here. Trying to get it up. I don't know how I'm gonna get it under. Okay. I'm just gonna sit it right there for now. I gotta slide this back down or something. So you see, this takes up a lot of space. And this has additional railing. So if you are doing something much longer, then of course you can add the other extra railings as well. All right, so now I gotta bring this and sit this on top. It's gonna let that fall down in the middle. All right, trying to do this without messing this up. So of course this is best done if you have two people, so that way you can just set it up easily. But if you're like me, you're always by yourself and you have to use your muscles. But make sure you have two people to protect your laser engraving. Okay, the front has to be facing the front of this. So I gotta turn it this way. Ah, my hand. You gotta make sure the legs are in the grooves. So I'm gonna try to get this all in place. Ooh, without squishing my hands. So I'm just gonna lift it up and try to feel for it. All right, just a little bit more over. Okay, so it's in the grooves. But now it says to push it all the way up. So the start button has to be lined up with this. I gotta slide the whole thing back because this is off of the table. So I'm just gonna slide it back. Okay, that's good as long as everything is on. Now I just want to make sure this is lined up good. Okay, everything looks good. All the feet are stationary in those grooves. Start button is lined up right here. And now I have to just go ahead and connect everything back. Now you're going to take this and you're going to attach it to where you would normally attach your rotary. So I'm just going to secure that in here. You don't want anything hanging. So I'm going to take this cable clamp that they gave me and I'm going to tie this up. So now the cable is secured and out of the way. And now I have to reconnect everything back. So I'm glad I didn't take out that air assist. That was the only one that I left in. Now you want to take all the cords and you want to tie them up to the side so that way everything can be out of the way. But I feel like I'm not going to have a lot of room, a lot of space. So I got to see how this is going to work out. Nothing can be interfering with the pass-through feature. So it has to go up and over here to the side. So I'm going to go ahead and secure this now. Just like so. I'm just trying to make sure everything is good. So now I'm just going to peel back the sticky side and I'm going to tape that up. Okay, hopefully that's strong enough to keep everything good and secure. Alrighty. Now I just gotta see where I'm gonna put my purifier because this is really big. As you can see, this is taking up pretty much the entire table. So I might have to keep the purifier on the floor. So I have everything set up. I actually flipped it and turned it around. The smoke purifier is right over here because my cords, my outlets are down on that side. So I wanted to turn everything and I didn't want my holes in the front. So I set it up originally the way that they had it set up, but I turned it around so that would be better for me. So now this is going to be the side that you start from. These are the knobs that will adjust the pressure for the wood or whatever material that you're going to be engraving. So I'm just going to look through here, and when you look through, I just want to make sure that I don't see any cords, and as of right now I don't see anything because you don't want anything to be in the way when your material is passing through. So all my cords are back here out the way by the garage door, and this is the back side, the air assist and the holes. And I'm gonna get like a strap or something so that way I can hang this up even higher, but as of right now I think it's fine. So now I'm just gonna show you how you put the piece of wood through. So now that I have everything set up, I'm going to just demonstrate like what you would do. This is an unfinished piece of plywood, so definitely wouldn't use it like this. Of course I would sand it and everything. I'm going to see, I think this is too thick. I think this is too thick for that because it can't get under here. And I like the way that rolls. If this is gonna be like only thin pieces of wood, that's not gonna be good. I'm not sure how thick this is, but it's kind of thick. I don't have anything to actually go through it. I had to find something thinner, but you would adjust this with the knob over here to bring it down, make sure the rollers are touching your material, and you would bring this in. So this bottom wheel slides out and you would bring it in. So whatever piece that you're engraving on would have to be 10 centimeters inside, so that way it can start engraving on your project, and then it will just pass through all the way to the other side. So again, you have your knobs over here to adjust your rollers and the pressure, but as you can see, yeah, this is not going through. I really thought this would have went through. Let me see another piece if I have something thinner, but it just won't be this big. So I went back to the website to check the maximum thickness, and it says that you can put up to 0.55, which is equivalent to about 14 millimeters. Now this board is only about 3 millimeters thick, so you can definitely put thicker than this. So now I'm just gonna test this so I can demonstrate on this. This is just a much smaller piece of plywood. I'm gonna put this in here Just imagine if that was longer. Okay, I'm going to bring the rollers down to adjust it. And then you'll have to check in the settings to see what the pressure or the distance should be. So now I'm just going to roll this in. You would need to roll this under the machine until you have 10 centimeters inside. Then I would just make sure that's about 10 centimeters. I'll of course get my measurements, and I'll probably put like some piece of marking or something on the side, so that way I'll always know what 10 centimeters is. And then you would close it, you would start your project. And again, if this is a long piece, it would engrave or cut, do its thing, and then come out on this side. If you have a wider material, all you have to do is bring the conveyor rails in. They just slide really easy. So that way, if you have a smaller piece of material, you just bring the rollers in. All right, and if you have a wider one, you'll just open it up wider. Now, this table, I believe, is like 70 or 80 inches, so it only really fit these. But if you have a much larger surface, and if you want to engrave and pass through a piece of material that is 10 feet or 12 feet long, all you have to do is just add on the other conveyor rails and attach them. It's really easy and simple. They have the complete video. That's what I use to set this whole machine up. And all you do is just attach them, and you can engrave and pass through much longer materials. But for right now, I think that's pretty much all I'm gonna need. That's all I have the space for. All right. So that is it for today's video. Let me know what you think about this. The next video I do using this, of course, I'm going to be using the pass-through feature. I got to make sure I know what measurements and the thickness that I can put under here and pass through it, so that way I can go and get the right material for you guys. And again, if you're interested in this awesome accessory to upgrade your We Creat Your Vision or other machines, because again, it can go with a few other machines as well, definitely check out the link down below. Coupon code is in the description box. Just click see more to open up the tab. And I forgot all about this. I'm tired, but again, I have this new infrared laser head that's gonna be a lot faster and better, so I'll be showing that in another video as well. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep moving in grace, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later. Love you. Bye.